PSP1G, also known as SmileyBeef or Nikita S, was one of the best Counter-Strike players, winning huge tournaments, averaging millions of views, making him the most well-known movement player. Then at the peak of all of this, he just stopped. And this is the forgotten story of PSP1G. So what actually happened, and most importantly, how did all of this begin? With his Nikita's first username in 2014 being random.person, he quickly decided to rename him to Random Person. But after that, to SmileyBS, but was more known as the guy with the knife from LOLU back then, playing a lot of KZ, and with that went into the CSGO surf community, turning him into a so-called movement player. Smiley was a big fan of Foon, the best CSSB hopper, and so he already began posting clips of his movement himself on Reddit, trying to follow his footsteps and even making a parody video about him. But sadly, the website where he posted his movement clips has shut down, and so the footage is lost in time. Or is it? But before we dig deeper into that, don't forget to smash the subscribe button.
Yeah, you can also repost it if you feel like it, bro.
You wouldn't watch Joe Banana if we wouldn't dig even deeper, because the very first footage is an unlisted video from one of his friends that was made in April of 2016, where he is featured in, and you can see his name in a few frames of the kill feed. PSP1G back then was a bit controversial, with his first tweet being innocent, followed by some interesting suggestions to Keemstar. It's already 2017. Between accusations of him cheating or really being one of the best players, Smiley started to become more active on YouTube. Besides some unlisted videos, 2017 was already the year where he would write Counter-Strike history, with his first viral video gaining over 1.6 million views, where we can already see in this 16-second clip his incredible movement skills. Which he would later use against one of the biggest and handsome streamers today. Even though he went viral, he didn't take the opportunity to start a career, and instead went silent, not uploading for over a year. Or he kinda did, but could not decide whether to let these videos up or not, since they are now all on unlisted. Instead, he started posting clips on Twitter and playing a few tournaments and sometimes enjoying his time by playing on his PSP. Until February 2nd, 2019, besides renaming himself into the now-known PSP1G, this was the day he started streaming, but his humor is what would stick out. He was special in his own way. Nevertheless, his unique humor would soon lead him to craft a masterpiece meme, racking up 141,000 likes on Twitter, averaging 6 to 30 viewers in his first streams. Then he got banned. Fortunately, this was only for 24 hours. However, there would be far more than just one ban to come, because very soon Twitch would try to end PSP1G's career permanently. But before that could happen, he plunged his career into the abyss himself, only streaming 3 times in the whole of 2020, and that being Valorant. But he was cooking! Since 2021 would be the year his career really started gaining traction, streaming daily Counter-Strike and trying out different games, finding his love for speedrunning, which fitted him perfectly since we know he was already one of the best movement players in Counter-Strike at the time, and could now prove his skills in different games, especially Half-Life.
Mr. Freeman, I don't mean to alarm you, but
Until he got permanently banned on Twitch, July 29th, and it was certain PSP1G was permanently banned. But why?
Why? Why are they doing this?
This event would change Counter-Strike forever. PSP1G took a graffiti in CSGO named 1G and told his audience to buy it to artificially increase the price. He took the 1G graffiti from 40 cents to an unbelievable $6 through market manipulation.
Literally, that's so dumb. Fucking British beef, they're boosting the fucking...
An increase of 1204.35%. For comparison, if you had bought 100 stickers at $46, you would now have a profit of $554. His intentions, of course, were not to make a profit, but to make a joke. It looked bad for Nikita. His whole grind would be wiped out just because of one little mistake. Time passed, albeit slowly. No streams, hardly any tweets, but his community, including Anomaly, Adult Swim, stood by him. He was given a second chance on August 17th, 2021, 19 days after his actual permanent ban. He got unbanned and celebrated with a tweet, again showcasing the humor that made him so special to so many people, the humor that captivated thousands of people in his streams every day. But it also almost cost him his career. But even during his absence, his community remained fiercely loyal. PSP1G's return marked a turning point, with his viewership soaring from an average of 30 to 250 viewers by the beginning of 2022, earning him partner status. Meanwhile, more focusing on what made him fun, especially speedrunning games adding Minecraft to it. He has also taken his overlays to a new level. And if you know PSP1G streams, you know that everything moves, flashes, makes noises, or flies through the screen every 5 seconds. Also challenging Mark that year, arguably the most beautiful, talented, and, between us, charming streamer, to a duel on a CSGO only up map on who can beat it faster, completing the map in just a few hours. Mark, well, he needed weeks, many weeks, months.
Why did I stop again? I swear to God.
He persisted in streaming and forged friendships with well-known streamers. However, everything changed when CS2 was released. PSP1G put the entire game upside down. From flying glitches to teleportation, he knew every single exploit, creating few of the most viewed Counter-Strike Twitch clips of that year. After all, he was a movement player and knew how games and their engines work, pushing it to its absolute limits.
3. But do you want to maybe play a bit of C sometime? Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I could go on my...
As of today, PSP1G streams almost daily, with a few little rejuices included. He currently is at the peak of his career, and there's no sign of slowing down. Currently averaging 2,400 viewers, captivating his audience daily with a mix of humor, skill, and knowledge, and the overlay and sound effects playing every 5 seconds. Each stream is unpredictable and unique, like his community that he built over the years that stayed loyal to him after all these ups and downs. We can say today he is still the same gamer, but a new man. If you are a streamer, check your Twitter DMs, currently doing research for a new banger. I hope I was able to tell another almost forgotten legacy. Take a look at this video, also important, very good, very revealing. Let me know in the comments which one should I cover next. Anomaly, Sparkles, or how PSP1G stole and got fired from his cybersecurity job.